Pacific Crest Trail. It's, well, not right now. Right now I am taking a 0 day or a no hiking day. And I'm in a hotel kind of off the trail to rest. It has been a brutal start to the trail. For those of you that don't know, my name is Craig. I on trail go by the name of Spielberg, which was given to me on the Appalachian Trail when I thru hiked it in 2016. I vlogged that trail, and some of you may remember me from that. And it's taken me 5 years to get to the PCT. It's been a long, arduous journey just to get here, and it's exciting to finally be here and be doing it. And for those of you who don't know, the Pacific Crest Trail is a foot trail much like the Appalachian Trail, 2,650 miles approximately, goes from the Mexican border to the Canadian border, crosses through all of California, Oregon, and Washington states. And it usually takes about 4 to 6 months, I guess, on average. The complication this year is it is extraordinarily dry, and I started very late. I started in May, which is kind of late, and snow comes to the Canadian border pretty early in like late September, early October. So I'm really fighting a timeline here to get there, and it has been just in the initial hikes here, it has been a brutal awakening for me as to what it means to hike in the desert. The heat is extraordinary, and the exposure is like nothing I've ever experienced. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back. Let me start from the beginning. Before landing in San Diego, we flew over some of the area that I'd be crossing on the PCT, which was really nice to see from the air. And then when I got to San Diego, it was really nice to see the city from this angle. I didn't know that the airport was so close to the downtown, and to see it from this angle was really nice. Then made my way to the Airbnb that I had booked, which I had actually booked in February for 10 days because California had these strict quarantine regulations, which they lifted in April. And I probably could have gotten out of this, but I decided, I haven't had a proper vacation in over a year, and why not just kind of relax and enjoy the city before starting this journey. So that was really nice. And then the day before my permit, I got on the public transportation in San Diego which is a nice trolley system that took me about an hour outside of the city to a bus. And on the bus, I got to meet some of my fellow PCT hikers. That's Crystal and Kelsey and Sky and Chris. Chris is now known as Poppy on the trail, that's his trail name, and Kelsey is Hopscotch, and Sky is now known as Lighthouse. After we got off the bus, we made our way to the 2-mile walk to the monument, where we got the pictures that everybody gets and the video that you've seen in the kind of intro sequence here, which is really nice to kind of do together. And then we went back about a half a mile to where a trail angel named Legend has set up this kind of, I don't know, like a little welcomes area where he has, snacks and drinks and that sort of thing, and helps people out, with starting the journey. There were just a few of us to begin with, but by the end of the day, there were probably about a dozen, and he had dinner. We had hot dogs and corn on the cob, and it was really nice to just get to know some of our fellow hikers. We're looking at the spread here.
Oh, yeah. That's got a phone?
In the morning, we went back to the terminus to officially start our thru hike, and it started out really nice. The day was cool and beautiful, but it quickly got extraordinarily hot. It was actually the hottest day of the year to date. It got over 90. I think it was like 92, and I wasn't prepared for that. I just didn't quite understand how the heat was going to affect me. The terrain was pretty nice the first day, but the heat just overwhelmed me. At one point, I thought I was having heat stroke. So I couldn't form my thoughts to speak, so I didn't do a lot of talking to the camera, but I did get a lot of great images. And so what I've done for this day 1 and 2 is put those images together into a little compilation, so you can see what I saw those first days. Rattly, he's huge. Can I? Wait, okay.
Give him a kiss.
Wait, is he gonna jump at me here?
I would give him space.
Wait, where is he? Oh, he's coiled.
Long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, coiled is before they attack, or I don't know. I
Yep.
heard the rattle. The rattle was
You heard it.
loud.
Sweet.
Yeah. It was like a hissing.
So it's the morning of day 3, and I slept pretty well last night. We slept at Fred Canyon tent site at mile 33, around there. 10 miles to get into, 9 or 10 to get into Mount Laguna, which I'm going to decide there what I'm going to do. If I'm going to stay at the tent ground, the tent site there, or if I'm going to kind of push on a little bit. I've been having some physical problems. I think my body's still adjusting to the shock of it all. I forget, it doesn't matter how many thru hikes I've done. I forget that my body just goes into kind of like a mini shock. This is a really intense switch from normal day to day, and any problem that you've kind of had or any kind of medical thing you deal with normally is going to pop up in the first week here, at least that's the case for me, because you're just going through so much. So I'm hoping it gets a little better. I had a pain in my gut last night, which is where I have some issues, and that's not good. But everybody's dealing with their own medical stuff, like whether it's an ankle or a knee or skin stuff. Like there's plenty of stuff to go around, health-wise and medical-wise, to take you off trail that I think people are nervous about. So I'm not the only one dealing with stuff, but it's just reminding me I really do need to take it early in the beginning, and I'm going to try to treat myself right when I get to town. So check in with you later. All right, got some trail magic. I wonder what's in it. Woo! Let's see.
Angel food for PCT hikers. Please take what you want or leave behind for others when you can. Please close the lid.
Oh, it's wiped out.
Fuel?
Potatoes. Let's just take some raw potatoes.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No,
Oh, we could actually put them on the grill tonight.
no, yeah, seriously, just get some tinfoil.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we can. Oh, yeah, look at that. Great.
That's crazy. I've never
Some
seen
reds.
that with trail.
Big fan of reds here.
Yeah, here, let's
Grab a
just
bunch
get.
of them.
When we got to Mount Laguna, we expected it just to be 3 of us that were going to do this camping and a barbecue, but more and more people came. So we went to the grocery store downtown and got some hot dogs and stuff. Also picked up our resupply packages, had a Coke, as you can see, and then went back to the camp, and it had exploded. There was probably 25 hikers that had kind of set up their tents around us, and we just had an amazing time. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience to meet so many people so early on, and to socialize with them. So that was the first 3 days. It has been a whirlwind, and I can't believe how overwhelmed I am and how surprised I am by the trail, both its beauty and its brutality. I know that I have a lot of obstacles ahead of me. I know that my chances, the odds are against me of finishing, with only about 25% of the people that start actually finishing the Pacific Crest Trail. I know that the odds aren't great. I know that the pain and discomfort and the heat exhaustion that I've been dealing with for these last 3 days is nothing in comparison to what's coming my way. And yet I can't remember the last time I was this happy. So it's pretty